I'm Jan Matthews, I'm Head of Catering, Cleaning and Waste, and we're in Billingsgate Fish Market, which is the oldest fish market in London. During games time we will feed about 14 million people. On the busiest day in the Athletes Village we will serve 65,000 meals. We'll have about 22,000 contractors working for us during games time, and we will take away probably about 9,000 tonnes of waste from the games. If you do think about the scale and the enormity of it, then you wouldn't know where to start. The key thing with it is you have to break it down into smaller component parts, and then you just have to build it back up again. So when somebody turns around to you and says we need 50,000 tonnes of ice, you know, you kind of think, well, I have no idea where to start on that, but you have to. So you have to kind of go back to all your contacts, you have to use every bit of initiative that you've got. During games time we'll have 500 volunteers working for us, and then we'll have the 22,000 contractors. So on an annualised basis it'd be about a £2 billion operation, and you have to build something that is able to deal with a £2 billion operation, and then you have to drop it back off again. So there's things that you didn't know about yourself that you find out very quickly in this job. We are putting on 26 World Championships simultaneously. It's the breadth of it and the scope of it that makes it so different to just doing one particular event. If you look at the World Cup, there's 750 athletes that take part in a World Cup. We have 17,500. So it just gives you a sense of the difference in the volume. The World Cup uses, in essence, mainly permanent buildings, even if they've had to be built. We use a lot of temporary buildings, so we have to put tents in, we have to bring field kitchens in and on all that type of stuff. So it's the diversity and the plethora of the scale that actually makes it different. I met Gillian down at Smithfield Market, and she had me walking in and out of a freezer, which was really interesting. I was down there for about 2 hours. Lots of photographs taken, lots of standing around to get the light right and all that type of stuff. So I'm giving up my ambitions of being a model. I'd rather do what I'm doing, I think. We recognised really early on that this was a real opportunity and a catalyst for change. So we agreed to look at where we could actually set the welfare standards higher. The sustainability was really important to us in London, so how we could deliver that. So for example, we've had a number of Meet the Buyer days. We've had one for the markets where maybe they've had problems getting in front of larger companies before, but because we've dictated that that's what we want them to do, they've been able to come together. And we've had a number of smaller artisan companies now who are now supplying some of the larger big companies in this country already, not just for the games, but are already supplying them as they move forward. There's already legacy happening, which is great. For me, it's the challenge. I mean, the reason I took this job from a very nice job that I had was, could I personally do it? So this isn't about me doing it for somebody else. This is about me doing it for me. So could I, Jan Matthews, put on and lead the world's largest catering peacetime operation? You know, I'll know on the 16th of September.